So as I showed you in the last part of that video, that's basically what you just have to do. You clip the ends at the very beginning, then you go through and manually clip them and just trim them up, get rid of all the junk that's on the end of them, and then you're just consistently going through and deleting or changing the nucleotides as you would normally do. So again, you just come in here, whoa. So all of the DNA sequences look kind of funny here. They're not super great. And you'll find little areas like that, and there's really not much you can do other than just clip them all. So at this like little section, I would just go through. If it was me, I would just clip all of this in this sequence just because it does not look good. And I can prove that to you just by clicking on those guys. See how bad that looks? Just to confirm, that is sequence sequence 003C10 to make sure I'm deleting the right one. 003C10. As we can see here, there's a lot of junk going on, so we can delete quite a bit of it. This is where it starts. So yeah, as you can see, there's just quite a bit of junk. So we can probably erase probably close to 100 base pairs, if not more. So you'll just come here, highlight them. As you can see, a whole bunch of errors. We'll delete quite a bit here. And then again, you're just going to highlight them all. Come here to sample, delete. On this side, we're going to fill from the right, I believe. There we go. So it's really just kind of figuring out your sample and figuring which way you need to fill from and whatnot. And it's just continuing to do that time and time again until you have this sequence that has very few red slashes up here, which once again those red slashes or blue slashes, whatever they are, just as long as it's not gray. If it's gray, it means it's good. Gray is good. But any colors are usually bad. It means there's a discrepancy in your DNA sequences or whatever your sequence is that just says they don't all match up. So then, say we have our perfect DNA sequence. All of our errors are fixed in it, which it really does do a pretty good job. You can expect on average a couple hours to fix an entire sequence that the program doesn't have right. You can usually expect an hour, sometimes longer than that if it's a bigger sequence. If you have a lot of overlap in a lot of different places, sometimes it can take longer than that. It really just depends on how your sequence turned out. So then you're ready to copy that and put that into the NCIB or NCBI. And you're ready to put that whole sequence in there. So the easiest way to do it is to come here to View, Bases, and it says this will open all 10 windows. Oh, no. So you want to come here and, copy all. You want to, I believe there's a way to copy. Sample, View, Bases. There we go. Oh, no, but this, okay. Okay, so I take that back. This isn't the easiest way to do it. The easiest way is to come here to your sample 1 DNA, which is that whole thing that we've been messing with this whole time. So you come here to this main menu, click sample 1, view, bases, and that's going to give you all of the bases for the entire DNA sequence that we've worked on. So if this was perfect, you're just going to go through, copy all of them. So then you go there, highlight them all, copy, okay? You can just exit out of those, and then you're going to want to go to your internet, to the website that I just said a second ago, NCI Blast, and this is where you compare it to the protein or DNA database. And basically you're just going to come here to nucleotide blast or blast X, whichever search query you want to do. You go ahead and click that. So you can either enter your sequence here, which I always do, or you can upload the sequence. There's generally issues if you try and upload it, but so I just always copy and paste, which I showed you a second ago. You can align 2 or more sequences if you're working with 2 different sequences in 2 different programs. You can do that. There's just a lot of different things you can do. Then you're going to come here to, you're not going to align 2 or more sequences. You're just going to enter it in there, and I'll show you what to do in the next video on how to put these guys in the actual NCBI database and compare them.